So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer decided to do something different this time around. After hearing that Manchester United might just go for Antonio Conte, decided to try 3 at the back, which is what so many people know Antonio Conte for. That paid off because Cristiano Ronaldo and Edison Cavani, who were up front, were able to get the goals. Rashford also got a goal for them. You're welcome to Strictly Sports. My name is Johnbinho, the hard tackling and the super dynamic midfield maestro. A combination of Makelele and Xavi, N'Golo Kante and Andre Pirlo. We're intensity, international craftness and Gal. Today we're talking about Barcelona. Yes, Barcelona. So I'm bringing in my 2 guys very quickly. KB, Akachukwu, Barcelona. I don't even, when you hear Barcelona, I'm sure you understand where we're going to and where we'll be coming from. That's for those who have been following Barcelona closely over the last couple of years. But let me allow KB to take the lead on this.
Yeah, thank you very much. Talking about Barcelona, I'm really concerned about the fall of an empire because the institution used to be so very good. It used to serve as a role model in football, but now it's just laughing stock, and it's so disheartening considering the fact that I'm a Barcelona fan. Like it gives me so much sadness and it pains a lot. And you just look at it and you feel a lot of things could have gone.
This is not a funeral. You get it?
No, it's anytime I hear the name Barcelona, it's just.
Bro, I'm happy you're sad.
Yeah, it's the world of football. Actually, I think okay. I would like to address the problems of Barcelona. It's basically an administration problem. Actually, it's from the last administration, the Bartomeu administration. They had no plans. They made so many irrational, illogical decisions, and now the club is well, you there's so many aspects. The financial aspect basically it's ruined Barcelona, coupled with the crisis that came up, the coronavirus crisis.
I think the institution was already in deep problems even before it got to this coronavirus era.
Yes,
I think right from 2017, the front office as a whole, the where I would put the bulk of the blame, it wouldn't even be like on the pitch problems. It would be like the front office. Like if you look at clubs that have been doing really well recently in football,
it's likes of Bayern Munich,
Liverpool,
Chelsea,
Manchester City.
Yes.
As much as you're a big club, even Real Madrid to an extent, as much as you're a big club, you have money. You still need a good front office.
Yes.
You still need to have the right people in place. Look at Man City. Man City are a very well-run machine, extremely organized. Like they do their business so early. They know what they want. Like you don't see them rushing into transfers. You don't see them rushing to overpay for people. Look at people like Jorginho, Fred, even Bruno Fernandes that they were rumored to have been interested in, but like they didn't do anything. They didn't go out of their way to get these people. They are very, very organized. So I think that was the problem Barcelona had. Their front office was never really disciplined enough, or I don't know if they just did not have the quality.
No, I think they got used to having players come through La Masia,
and then the supply dried up.
Yes, it dried up. You know, after bringing Ronaldinho, who was one of their major buys, who changed the transition back then having the likes of Xavi stepping up, because Xavi started it slowly. Then Iniesta stepped up as well. Then Puyol, obviously the leader of the team. Piqué came back from Manchester United. Remember at one point they had to bring in Thierry Henry. They had their Touré, Seydou Keita. Then Alexander Leb as well. Abidal. So
they were basically best club in the world. They were basically best club in the world. But they just didn't do enough to consolidate on that.
Yes.
And apart from not doing enough to consolidate, it was just the spiral was too fast, spiraled down. Because if you even look at Real Madrid were top for a while. They dominated, they consolidated on their dominance. They ensured they won enough. Because after La Decima, they didn't just rest on their oars. They took their time. They bought players. They spent money. They spent money. They ensured they got good managers. Florentino Perez has done well, as much as a lot of the football world sees him as a villain. He has really done well for his club. So what Barca lacked in my opinion, is they just didn't have that focus in terms of their front office. This is what we want to do. They didn't have a clear-cut plan. They just went for, like, why would you buy Ousmane Dembele for, was he
over 100? Why would you buy for over 100?
135 million? Why are you buying Ousmane?
And then they bring up the excuse of, okay, they just sold Neymar for 222 million, broke the world record transfer, so everything is now.
They really wasted that money.
But then I don't understand why are you buying Ousmane Dembele? Why? The closest person to Neymar then, if you wanted a replacement, but who was even younger, was Hazard. Sorry, it was a year older, but seriously, it was not that far. The age difference was not far. You could have gone for Hazard. He would have given you what you wanted. He's the natural left winger. Neymar left. It was a left winger for us. So I don't know why you just went and started buying a left footer to come and start playing. And it was not even
he's ambidextrous.
He's
right
winger. So I don't understand. I don't understand what you're trying to do.
So the thing is, I don't know if they saw talents, but you can't be buying talents for that price. 120. You can't buy talents for that price. Like really, you can't buy talents for that price. So and then in the January transfer window, just after they had spent so much money on Dembele, they went after Coutinho. Like, all these are not necessary as a big club. Liverpool do not do this, Chelsea do not do this. They don't drag out transfers, and the opposition club, the club they are dealing with, is resisting.
Yes.
And they are trying. These big clubs that are serious, they don't do this anymore. It's not necessary.
They don't. You know the
just
problem.
move on. There are similar players, or you could even see that in the end you don't need that player. Look at the example of Man City and Kane. Man City tried, or were going to try to get Kane, but according to them, Tottenham didn't even respond to their messages or their calls. Tottenham never picked up the phone to negotiate. They didn't dwell on it too much. They just got 100 million and spent it on Grealish, because Pep knew he could develop a system where they would do without the potential Kane, but that would still bring enough goals and assists for them. So that's what these top clubs do, in my opinion. That's what Barca failed to do.
Seriously, I think you said that it was just an administration problem. It was the board. There was no plan going forward. It was just, let's live in the moment and see how it turns out. And now you can see where it has landed Barcelona. You went for Coutinho. Then it was rumored, or should I say it was kind of apparent that they wanted Coutinho to replace Iniesta. But then you bought Coutinho and started playing him out wide. Coutinho has never been a player to play out wide.
He plays best in the middle, just behind the attackers.
Yes. So he started playing out wide. You wanted someone to replace Neymar. The person you went for was not available due to injury problems. Then you now started playing Coutinho, and you were expecting him to give what Neymar gives. Coutinho has never been the player that is explosive. He's not that fast player. Neymar will give you that. Neymar is a better goal scorer. Well, what are you expecting from him? Now you started blaming him. You turned the back of the fans on Coutinho, and now he's having issues. Even till the last match, it was still good. I watched the match. I watched it, and any touch Coutinho makes on the ball, the fans were booing him. Why? Because of past performances. So what I don't understand, the whole board has just ruined everything. And then the president,
who is in charge of appointing managers in Barcelona, that person should be taken to the streets.
Yes,
it was the president.
Why did you sign Tata Martino? Like, is Tata Martino a good manager? Like, you are Barcelona.
Or Kiki Setien.
Okay, wait. Let's
those guys. Why did they do that?
Tata Martino has been long. I think that was in 2013 or 2014.
This year, that was before Enrique. Yeah?
That was before Enrique.
Like, this year slump has started way long, because I feel like Enrique is a manager that could have gone the other way. Like, it's not like he was established when he came. He just walked out.
He walked out.
He just walked out.
Yes,
like,
do
you understand? Like, he just walked out. So, like, all those managers, the last 4 or 5 managers you guys have appointed, you've only had maybe one hit. I will still give Valverde a pass mark, but
yes,
the
and
fan
then
base,
this guy who
the
is
fan base.
Yeah, our former assistant coach.
Yes,
Villanova.
Tito Villanova.
He was okay. I think we got
he has the best win rate.
Yeah,
among the managers.
He even gave us the highest point we've ever had in the league.
100 points. So because I think he challenged. It was Jose Mourinho was around.
Yes, Jose Mourinho was
around. After
the one I never understood was Kiki Setien. Like, why?
Kiki Setien, that's the guy that they said has cows in his ranch or something.
Ranch, yeah. It was
like
in his field.
They went to bring
a
nomad.
He just got
It
just got like he said he wasn't even expecting. He was shocked.
So he was in the ranch probably rearing his cattle.
Not probably. He was there. He said it himself.
Because he's a farmer. Now we're not trying to say, like, imagine someone rearing cattle to come and deal with human beings.
He
obviously will be treating them like.
I said the person
was
in
Real
charge
Betis
of
manager.
person in charge of
Remarkably, was Real
that
Betis
of
manager. So it
hiring
wasn't like-
managers.
But Real Betis wearing all that.
Yeah, they felt like he had the
Look.
Barcelona philosophy now, the tiki-taka, the possession
DNA,
style,
yeah.
the DNA.
Okay.
But we've
So
seen
you guys still operate with DNA.
Can you see where DNA
has got to Manchester United.
Well, we can just keep on saying this.
They win 3-0 and everybody is posting on social media.
Yeah.
A whole Ronaldo, 5-time Champions League winner, 5-time Ballon d'Or winner.
On the pitch, like in terms of
Quality.
talent, yeah. I think Barca have a good enough squad, but you need a good manager. You need a very good manager.
Yeah, good
that
enough
can
squad to
manage
finish
the
third,
squad.
maybe.
Yeah, to finish third, but at
Yeah.
this rate, they are not planning to finish
Finish
third.
third. They have to plan to
They
finish
have
like
ninth right now.
mid-table team.
Like they can't win a match to save their own life.
Against Rayo Vallecano.
They can't win a
Rayo.
Champions League. I can't even tip them to qualify.
drew
They
to
won't
Alaves,
qualify
yes.
except something
Except
happens.
Benfica are
Yes.
not serious
Yeah,
about that.
Benfica, yeah.
So like,
we might
they
not,
have
we
like they have upcoming
should.
players.
You shan't.
And you guys still have a couple of good players, like world class players. You have
Memphis Depay.
Frankie De Jong.
Yes,
Memphis
Depay.
You have Ter Stegen.
Ter Stegen.
Yes.
Like those are the three players I'd say are still world class players. But someone
Yeah,
like
but
Fati
Busquets with
someone
experience.
like Fati Busquets experience, someone like Fati, like these guys, Aguero, they're all
Yes.
like if there's a good coach that can fit them in a system, I still think they will do well. To be honest,
They have system players who are
but
actually
you need
good
a
enough.
good enough manager.
Yes.
You need a good even Alba. Like as much as Barca fans hate Alba, like Alba will do a job for you. You don't need you don't need flamboyance in every aspect of your team. Alba will do a job.
Alba
for
is very effective if you know how to use it.
The issues I think they would have are mainly at centre back. I don't think they have.
Mingueza. I mean, what
Yeah, like Mingueza, Araujo, Eric Garcia, Piqué. Like I don't know.
But the Eric
I
Garcia
think,
case,
I
that's even
think
interesting.
Barca fans rate Araujo for.
Yeah, but Eric Garcia, is that not interesting? They got him from Man City for free,
Yeah.
and the way they were so excited about the prospect,
Yeah,
and then
like-
you watch it and like,
the DNA, brother. It is DNA you are talking about. It's
DNA.
all about the DNA. Because I've never been a fan of Eric Garcia. To be honest, I've never.
but he has your DNA.
But he has the DNA.
So you may that's why you guys will
Was he in the
continue.
Barca academy?
Yeah, it was in the back academy. Then
Oh,
left for Man
okay.
City.
So they think it's going to be like an
Like Piqué.
like a Piqué.
Yeah, who left from Man U and came back.
I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's good enough to be.
Yes, he might prove us wrong, but as it is right now,
As it is so far,
as it is right now, we haven't seen anything for him to
Anything.
justify that. That was why Pep Guardiola didn't even bother pushing.
It didn't at all.
Yes.
Just left him to go.
They're like, you want to go?
It's-
Here's the door.
The situation, the situation is a very bad situation now. I don't
Close
even
the door
see-
behind you.
Honestly, it's like Barca is trying to restart the project with this new board, with this new president. But I feel like if
Who
to be
is
honest,
the caretaker manager?
it's our
Academic guy.
academic guy. Yeah, he also played for Barcelona.
So let's talk about some of your terrible away games. You know, now it just came to mind. I remember back then, I think 04-05, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
you,
yes.
you guys played against Chelsea. You
Yes,
lost at
we
home.
lost at home.
So it's like
Sorry,
against Chelsea
away.
rather.
Yeah.
You lost away.
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken.
we
Was
lost
it away?
4-2.
Yeah, it was 4-2,
We
right?
lost 4-2. Yeah. The Lampard scored that.
Yes.
That unbelievable
Yes,
goal.
and Ronaldinho scored.
The Ronaldinho scored.
Yeah, that very good
stuff.
goal. I know.
Yes, yes.
So I think you guys also lost to Chelsea again.
We lost
Drogba did this. There was one movement. He's still in the
like
group stage.
Yes.
Where at 2007 or so.
Yes.
Then
You guys were on I think it was like a yellow, like a lemon yellow.
Yes,
kind
lemon
of
yellow. Yes,
jersey.
Jesse. That's what Barca was wearing.
That's what.
Then there was a loss to Inter Milan 3-1. That Jose Mourinho was lying on the grass taking notes.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay,
Right.
then
there was another loss again to Chelsea 1-0
yes, 1-0 2012
Yes.
as well. Before
Then
we
there
talk about the
the
more
one to
embarrassing
Arsenal.
ones.
Yeah, there was
Yes, there was the 2-1 to Arsenal.
Where we
Wilshere was the man of the.
Yes, that Van Persie scored.
Dominated.
Sorry, Ashavin scored the last goal.
Yes.
That collar.
So that's a lot.
There was a loss. No, I know the loss is now.
Yes.
Barcelona fan. There was a loss to Bayern Munich.
Yes.
We lost 3-0 to Bayern Munich.
To Bayern Munich,
Again.
yes.
Then there was a loss to we lost to Bayern Munich again. Even the one that we won our trip, the last trip
Yes.
we won, we still
Okay.
lost Bayern Munich again. 3-2 in their home.
Yes,
Yes,
in their
you
home.
guys- you guys
We
have
Neymar
already
scored
won.
a near post
You
goal
guys
against
had already won
Barcelona.
3-0 in the first
Yes.
There was
first leg.
there was a loss to PSG.
Yes,
So
there's
there
this
was a loss
consistent-
to
Before the
again.
remontada, what did I
Before
call
the
it?
remontada, yeah, the
Yes,
6-1. There was
remontada.
lost to Juventus again that same season.
Yes.
Just the next
Yes.
round of fixtures,
That
there
was
was lost
lost
to Juventus again.
to Juventus.
That was lost. There was lost
Yes.
to Roma.
To Roma.
To Roma.
That Peter Three went crazy.
There was lost to Roma. Then there was lost to
Costas Manolas.
the lost to
Rico,
Liverpool.
To Liverpool.
There was lost to
Origi.
Liverpool.
Corner taking quickly. You guys gave Origi Champions League legacy. You know, the streets will never forget Origi because of Manchester United. The streets will never forget Manolas because of Barcelona rather.
It's now a terminology in football now. For its part, it's now a term in football now. Do you understand? So now we lost.
So that's a lot we've lost.
But what do you think is responsible? Is it that the team as a whole, the way Barca, their philosophy, it's based on that possession tiki-taka thing.
Yes.
So when you go away, against to difficult ground, especially to teams that are good enough to
and their
fans are good enough to carry them as well.
Soak in that pressure and then play around that pressure. Because once you play around that Barcelona, that's tiki-taka, that's Pep Guardiola's Barcelona.
Yes.
They were famous for that press. But teams that are good enough to withstand the press and maybe just play around that first wave of the press, Barca always find a problem around them. Because I remember that Arsenal game so much. Wilshere his ball carrying ability was what dominated the whole game.
Yes.
Agility.
And for Chelsea, it was usually Mikel in some situations. Yeah. Because Mikel knows how to turn with the ball, soak up the pressure. So that was just the idea basically. So now, also talking about that, I can remember off the top of my head because those games were games that I actually watched.
Yeah.
Talking about these things, the games that I actually watched. I remember Messi being dispossessed at certain points. Frank Lampard especially. Yeah. He dispossessed Messi for one of the goals, the 1-0-22.
Yeah, the one.
Yes, he dispossessed Messi, located Ramirez.
It was the 2-2. It was the 2-2.
The 2-2 was also another one. He held off challenge from one of the Barcelona midfielders. So he held off pressure from one of the Barcelona midfielders and then, gave it to Ramirez and then Ramirez scored. So when you look at these things the way they are, it just shows you that as long as you're able to bypass the system or the players who are quite important to Barcelona, you should be able to get something good from it.
4-1.
You see, right now, so it's 4-1 and Antonio
hasn't scored. What's going on?
Does Cresswell have a hand in any of it?
No, he doesn't.
No, we're talking about FPL. These are serious things for us.
This is just sad.
Talk about FPL.
This is just sad.
It's something.
So sorry,
something
back
entirely.
to Barcelona.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it's a system, and Barcelona, they are so focused on the system. It's like
you should have a plan B. In modern football, you need to have a plan B.
The problem is, what they did was try to perfect that play and believe that it was the superior play. Do you understand? That was their belief. It's the superior. That was
so there was no plan B.
So there was basically no plan B. Even the players that are playing back is suited to only that plan. You notice in that Barcelona team, but you hardly get someone that can take outside box 16 shots. It's mostly just beat the player, pass, and get extremely clear-cut chances, then put the ball in the back of the net. That was the basic plan. Unlike Real Madrid will try to possess. If it doesn't work out, they play long balls. If it doesn't work out, they
Real Madrid
press.
a mix
of different.
Real Madrid have always been. They can do anything. They can hold the ball. They can counter attack. They were one of the best counter attacking teams ever. That's Ronaldo,
BBC,
Benzema, Bale. They were one of the best counter-attacking teams. They could hold the ball. Even want to defend with the low block, they are good enough to break it down.
That was what Enrique was trying to do at Barca. He was trying to bring.
Actually diversify.
Enrique wasn't actually all about tiki-taka because I remember
it was direct.
MSN
was very direct.
was kind of direct. It wasn't all tiki-taka. Valverde definitely was not
tiki-taka.
And it was quite good. He knew how to navigate.
Yeah, he knew. But the thing I felt with Valverde, if you're going for a coach that has never coached at that level, he was at Bilbao. He was good enough at Bilbao. I won them their first trophy in what, so in something years or 30 something years. So like, if you're going for that kind of manager, what do you expect? Like, Barca fans always complain about his style of play, but what do you expect him to do? He's this kind of manager that knows how to get results. It's like Tottenham going for Sean Dykes now and when
complain about long balls. Yeah. But I will never understand the concept of complaining about style of play.
Yeah,
do you know why?
Because what you need is results.
It's results. That's the thing. It's like Arsenal. I had Arsenal fans then legit. Secondary school was the time when the Premier League started entering like everybody's head from like 2004 upwards, for example. Yes. Everybody was talking about, especially when Jose Mourinho had come to Chelsea. People were talking about Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United and the likes. And then that was the last year Arsenal had any form of relevance in the Premier League in terms of, winning the title. So, yes, Arsenal fans were still coming with the pride. We won unbeaten. So now Chelsea would win the league, Manchester United would win the league, and you see Arsenal fans telling you we play better than you. Yeah. We play tiki-taka football. We play passing and
soccer.
And I'm like, you're playing well, but my team is winning. And I'm happy.
Mourinho never.
For example,
Mourinho does not really care. Mourinho
doesn't care. Alex Ferguson doesn't have a clear style.
Mourinho said, he said that he does not understand why some managers prefer to spend more time having the ball. That he feels you that is having the ball
will make more mistakes.
Yeah, you're in a weaker state. Like you're open. You're open to counter attacks. So, but him that is without the ball, he's organized. So he's ready.
He knows what he wants.
Yeah, he knows.
That's why Mourinho was good. Used to be good back then. So when he had all the players, he used to be good in knockout games. Yes. Because once he gets a result against you in the first leg, for example, then it's a problem for you. Remember the Inter Milan Barcelona game? After 3-1, he locked up shop. Even though he got a red card.
Even the game he won against Bayern in the final.
Yes.
Even that game against Bayern in the final, Milito scored the two
goals.
That was proper defending. Proper defending.
Execution of the game plan.
I remember very, very well. I think Milito's second goal, the one he dribbled and was it Michelis?
But yes, I think either Barcelona or Michelis.
Yeah, then I think maybe just
place the ball away from
the
keeper. What was the keeper's name? I've forgotten the keeper's name.
I love even at Madrid. That's why I liked Mourinho. Maybe that's why he wasn't able to win like a European trophy at Madrid, maybe
because Madrid could not leave their pride as Real Madrid
and
defend and then start.
And some they were embarrassed fighting.
Although he modified his style of play, he wasn't.
Yeah, it was very attacking. He scored the most goals in the league.
Yes, he didn't play defensively at Madrid. But
he was the first person in La Liga to get 100 points, so he did a very good job. But then they couldn't just do it.
So like the thing is. What do you think, Baka? What do you think is the way forward for Barcelona?
Probably.
Like, do you think, because right now I don't even think they are a there's this top level of clubs. There are 4 clubs I would put on a pedestal right now, or maybe I would add Chelsea, Bayern, PSG.
Oh, so Chelsea was a maybe for you?
Bayern, Chelsea, Manchester City, Liverpool, PSG.
Okay.
I would put these 5.
But presently, PSG are.
No.
Okay, because of the caliber of players, especially.
Yes. PSG there, bro. I would put PSG.
They have Messi.
So those 5, they beat Man City. Like, so I would put them there. Those 5 clubs. Then the next ones, the Real Madrid, the Inter Milan, they are still a level above the
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid. I don't think any other club in England can be at that level I'm talking about. So Barcelona are like on the level of like the Spurs, Arsenal,
Tottenham. Yes, Arsenal
right now.
Even Manchester United is above them, way above them.
Even AC Milan would be above them. They are not
Napoli on present form is above them.
Napoli would be above them. I would look at what Benfica did to them. 3-0.
Benfica. Really? This is not a glitch or something.
So right now, I think Barcelona should just focus.
So it's not even shocking.
It wasn't shocking.
I think for now, Barcelona should just focus on rebuilding. To be honest, just focus on rebuilding. Just get your front office right. If you don't get your front office right, there's nothing you can do. Like the results on the pitch are not going to come by magic. If they come like peradventure by some luck, or they come for one season, they will never be consistent. So like they have to get their front office right, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a very good opinion. In fact, that I've been saying that for a while now. It's all about the administration.
I don't have a solution because I'm happy that Barcelona is in this.
Bro, I'm happy. Like I want to meet them, but they are not even going to qualify. I wish they would qualify from the Champions League group and I'd meet them in the round of.
Well, boy, if you look at it very well, a lot of clubs have gone through this. A lot of big clubs have, even Liverpool.
Yeah, but like you said, front office.
They'll get. Even Liverpool had issues with their.
Yeah, we had issues with their front office.
Yes, it was long. It was very long.
It was very, very long. I pray Barca's does not go as long as.
Chelsea's on lasted a season. That was Jose Mourinho's third season in his second spell. And they quickly rectified it.
The thing is,
I don't really think Chelsea has ever had a bad front office. Sometimes you have
recruitment problems
on the pitch, but like I don't think you guys have ever really went through a spell where your front office was.
That is since Abramovich came in.
Yes,
the problem that we should not ignore the very, very, in fact, one of the major things that we shouldn't ignore is the financial aspect of the Barcelona institution. Now it's so bad that we're in debt.
How did that happen?
Over 1.3 billion.
You are giving Dembele and the likes money that
so much money. They are not even worth it. When you look at how much is Koke collecting Atletico Madrid?
You guys are now an NGO.
So it's so bad. Now we don't have the money again. It's to even rebuild is very difficult. That's why most nights like they are shouting, "Oh, La Masia, we have to focus on La Masia," because you cannot even get the players outside.
So in other words, you are saying Barcelona haters will be enjoying this spectacle for a very long time.
For a while, to be honest, unless they're able to fork out talent. Do you understand? From La Masia, from the youth team,
like Gavi,
they start.
So someone said something
Gavi, like Pedri. Please,
someone said you guys create your stars and then change their name. Pedro, you create Pedri. Xavi, they create Gavi.
Please tell me about Pedri.
Pedri is good.
He's a system player.
He's a system.
So why is Spain playing him so much? I thought he was like the new Xavi.
He's not the new
or the new Iniesta.
He's a system player. Yes. He's a system player. If he can work on himself, he's going to.
What are his greatest qualities? Is it like his technique? Is it like
he's just technical? But he doesn't have any exceptional abilities. It's like when Busquets came into the scene. Those who had not really like settled down to like, who's Busquets, who's this guy? But then when you start watching, you're like, oh, okay, this guy actually makes this team tick. When you remove Busquets, for example, Xavi and Iniesta all of a sudden start suffering because of their defensive this team. And you know, Busquets was like an anti-press midfielder. He knew how to beat the press easily and all. Yes, press resistant. Thank you. So that's just basically.
That's how Pedri is.
So they'll be alright.
The thing is, you cannot even fault the coach now or even the president because there's no money everywhere. There's no money
because he was a legend.
To know how bad it was, but even Tebas, that's the La Liga president, but he didn't want Messi to leave La Liga. They tried all their best, but to make Messi not
because they know when Messi
they
leaves,
even did. It's going to affect the brand,
the
La Liga brand itself. They if you follow the news very well, I think they wanted to sign a deal with an external company to pump money into La Liga, then shares within the clubs, all in the name of trying to curtail the effects of COVID-19. But I don't know whether it worked out. If they had done that in the past, Barca would have been able to pay Messi to stay. If they had done, but they were unable to do it.
Now Messi is at PSG waiting for his 100th debut.
It's very bad.
You guys know Messi.
We obviously know Messi.
Messi make everybody eat their words. Like in January, you can just start scoring like 2 goals per match, or like 3 hat tricks. Score like 3 or 4 hat tricks. Score hat trick in champs, like maybe round of 16.
Yes, and they have like.
So I don't know why people. I'm not even bothered. It's Messi. He'll be fine. He'll come good.
He will come good, but I think it will take a while for him to adapt to the system.
Because you can see that somehow, like they've not found their balance. They've not really found their balance playing those 3 guys and Di Maria.
Yes.
But sooner or later, Pochettino has to find a way.
Because that's a lot of defensive responsibilities out.
And then you can't really leave out. You can't leave out Di Maria. Who do you leave out? Do you leave out Messi? Do you leave out Mbappe? He just has to find it because these are 4 extremely quality players, or he has to find a way to get in 2 holding midfielders that will just
be doing a lot of hard work. Like that's why the point PSG wanted Kante.
But Verratti would not.
If they had gotten Kante, that point they wanted Kante. And Kante, let's assume a Kante that is fit. Kante and if you put Kante and Verratti in the team,
it's over.
You have finished the work. Then you can pack Messi and Lex. Then while they are doing the job, they will be scoring loads of goals and they will be conceding plenty goals.
Exactly.
Because they have defenders.
If you have Kante and Verratti, they'll cover.
So I think PSG will be fine. Like in the end, there's too much quality in that attack. There's way too much quality, and then defensively they are also really good.
So the coach has to come.
Bernat is back.
How like now? The coach has to intentionally be bad.
Because I know Kera played their last match.
It might have just been rotation. I'm not sure he's injured.
Who's that?
Hakimi.
Okay, no.
They have Champions League.
Yes, they're probably resting
against Leipzig. Yes. So what's the update now on Mbappe and Messi? Because I heard Messi was injured. They took him over after.
Was he injury?
I think it was injury. The report I read was that he had muscle something injury.
They said please push it out sharp so that they will not see this.
But they were better without him.
Better without him. He's not yet in the system, to be honest. I've watched PSG matches this season and then you just know he's off the system.
So Barcelona are struggling, Messi is struggling as well. Maybe the Baba that did the jazz for them told them that
The
thou shalt not,
full time.
yes, thou shalt not separate Messi and Barcelona. That if you
Then-
separate it, your jazz will spoil.
Just go spoil.
So-
Hopefully, because it's
It
even
is
quite
what it is.
shocking. But since the Copa America,
This whole thing started from Neymar's time.
since the
Of
Copa
allowing Neymar to go.
To go, it was a mental.
Just really
yes.
bad judgment. I'm telling you, it's just
Neymar said it then, but nobody took attention to it now. He posted it on his Instagram now. He said this president is a joke. If you remember,
Normally, people would think it's just a player that is agreed
yeah,
by
it's
the
yeah,
fact that he
yeah,
was.
he said it, but
yes,
nobody took it serious then. Now it's happening. He's always talking about it now. Neymar is always talking about like the Barca. He said it then, and then look at where Barca is now. So it's very sad. But
So that is the way it's going right now, and some of us are really happy that it's going this way.
and some of us are
They're
really
paying
sad.
for their sins, so it's time for us to
as a Chelsea fan, right?
draw the
and as an
curtains.
Arsenal fan, or as an ex-Arsenal
Arsenal fan.
who lost to Barca,
Hey, God,
I
that's
hated
so
Barca so much.
You know me, I hated Barca not because I lost with them a couple of times. You know, I showed them well. I showed them what's boss.
Yeah, Chelsea were always
Yeah.
very, very.
You know, I was someone in their flesh. And
Yeah,
they needed some of verbals.
Overall,
Just
we are still matched up, overall.
So it's all
Same-
good.
same-
We'll go there, all right. All right. Thank you very much, KB and Akachukwu, for coming around. It's been a wonderful time on today's episode of Strictly Sports. I'm sure you had fun, like we did recording the show. So it's time for us to go out. KB here, Akachukwu here, Johnbinho is my name. I'm Super Dynamic Living Maestro. Don't forget to spread kindness around wherever you find yourself. Bye for now.
Shout out to me.